All right, let's go. If you're tired, not feeling fit, tired, just not having a focus, tired, just not having the life that you desire, this is your place to be. I'm Jason Yarusi. Let's talk about the lack of certainty and how to see your way through it. You know, days are so complex. They're so filled with emotions, with unexpected moments, both good and bad, right? I think many times in life, we only trend and tend to look at the negative in life, and we forget to look at how great each and every day is. You could have the most fantastic life, a beautiful morning, a fantastic day, everything's firing all cylinders, and someone cuts you off in traffic, and lo and behold, the rest of your day is spoiled by that one event of someone either purposefully or not on purpose cutting you off. And that 5-second event now has distorted or ruined your whole day. You know, I mentioned many times, right? If you had a cup of black coffee and that was your negative thoughts, and you had a cup of water, and you took one drop of water and put it into that coffee, and the cup of water being that positive thoughts, there would almost be no effect to that cup of coffee. There would be no difference that you could see to the eye. But if you took that cup of water that really represented all of your positive ideas and all your positive thoughts, and you took just one drop of black coffee and you put that into that cup of water, it would distort the entire cup of water. And that's how hard negative and harmful thoughts are on our minds. Each and every day they come at us, right? In full circle, they come at us in all parts, both, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, right? Through our relationships. There's all these things that could potentially put us at bay. Yet you could have 95% of your day going fantastic, and that 5% will just completely ruin you. So there's nothing more important to just understand that there is going to be uncertainty. The day is going to be filled with it. It's going to be filled with things that are not going right, not going to plan, not going to make any sense right now. But if you say in your mind, I'm going to figure it out, I'm going to make this through, I'm going to get to the other side of it, then that's the only option. And you can see your way through the uncertainty to be certain that you will find a way. You just don't know how, but you're going to find a way. Life is an amazing thing that we've been blessed with. We've been put here on this universe, but in all the rare chance that you're actually sitting here today listening to this podcast as an alive human being, right? Yet we look at the world in just tainted lenses that distort how great it actually is. And what I ask of you is that the next time, just in a simple fact, could be right now. You could be sitting outside. Just look at how amazing the world is. You could have a beautiful family, a beautiful wife. Just think about how lucky you are to have that. You could have your health, the breath in your lungs. You could have a solid job, or, great projects, or just something, a hobby you're really excited about. How cool is that you can think through that? You have the ideas through that's come into your world. The world is full of opportunities, but without you seeing how awesome it is and realizing the potential that's in front of you, it is increasingly difficult to see how lucky we actually are. And on the other side of that, taking into account the opportunity at hand and then seize the opportunity. And yet the world is going to remain uncertain. It's going to remain to have difficult lenses. But if you had no difficult days, how would you be able to tell a good day? I had my friend Jeff on the podcast the other day, said no bad days, and you can just put your mind into a state of being where you can just tell yourself there are no bad days, because in realizing that we are very lucky, and the majority of us here truly should not be saying we have bad days compared to what many face on a day-to-day, we really do not have many bad days. So why don't we look at how many good days we have compared to the bad days? Why don't we look at how awesome the day is compared to the few little specks of dust that come up in our day that potentially aren't going to plan? Someone gets our food order wrong. Someone cuts us off in traffic. Someone writes potentially a terse email. We stub our toe, right? All these things that woe is me, right? The Eeyore effect. We have so much greatness in us, but we have to allow that to radiate through us by seeing how amazing this world is, how awesome this world is. So in fact, right now, take 10 seconds, close your eyes, and just come up with 3 things that are just awesome. They don't have to be these big transformative thoughts. They could be that you have a house, you've got a warm meal, you got a loving wife. It could be that you have a running car, you have great friends, you love running, you had a good workout today, you have a consistent job, you've made a great deal in real estate, you are working on this project and it's just looking awesome. All of those can come to mind, because the more you can train your mind to see the good and not ultimately go to the bad, what happens, you become self-aware about how you're showing up, so you can make the difference in your mind, in your body, in your emotions, in your speech, to be the difference. That's how looking at uncertainty and understanding the certain path through is to say, I can do this and I will get to the other side. I don't know how, but today's my day and tomorrow is looking pretty awesome too. So make the change today. Go out and see how awesome it is. See the ability that's possessing in all of us. And then go out there and take action. Make it happen. Live 100. All right, that's what I have for you today. This is the Live 100 podcast. I'm Jason Yarusi. Let's do this.